I feel like my email list doubles overnight. I feel like my digital photos are so out of control, I will never be able to go through them and declutter the ones I don't want. And my ever-growing to-do list, I just can't seem to get a control on. And when I think of something that I need to put on it, I can't do it right away because I'm driving or whatever. So I've got some really good tips that are very, very simple. So let's get into it. First, let's tackle photos. I'm going to teach you an extremely simple way for you to declutter all those photos that you really don't want anymore. By the way, this is not my original idea. I wish I could give credit for where I found it, but I do not remember. But I do know it has been a game changer to keep my videos and my photos at a reasonable level for me. The first thing you're going to do is obviously click on your Photos app, and you're going to see at the bottom a search. Press search and go up to the top and type in today's date, September 12. Search. On mine, you can see I have 62 photos. Press search all, and all of them will come up. You can now go through each photo and decide if you want that photo or if you can get rid of it. So I like to tap on the top one, and I'll look at the date. Usually the date will help me decide whether I want it or not. Now for me, I have a bunch of photos and videos that are for my channel. So I'm gonna go through here and just keep deleting them and just keep going until they're all gone. So none of these are like family photos or anything like that. It's 2020. Who wants to remember that year? This is family videos. So I'm gonna keep these and I'm just gonna scroll to the right till I get past these. Now, if I weren't doing this with you, I would probably look through these more carefully to see if I really wanted these videos. But you get the idea. Once you're done going through that day, go down to the bottom and hit album, touch album, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you will see something called recently deleted. When you delete them originally from it, it goes into this folder. It gives you another chance in case you made a mistake. Press that. It'll open from facial recognition. For me, it does. It shows all the videos that I just deleted. So I'm going to tap on select at the top and then go all the way down to the bottom. You'll see the three little dots with a circle around it. And you can see that you can, at this point, recover them all. So if you made a mistake, you can put them all back in there. You can select ones to recover as well. But I'm going to go ahead and say delete them all. And it's going to delete them from all devices. Yes. And now they're gone. Now what makes this a game changer is if you do this consistently, each day, like at night, you're sitting down, you're about to watch a program, you're just vegging out, grab your phone and do the same thing. Whatever today's date is, enter that in. Remember, do not put in a year, just put in that date. And it will bring up all of the ones on your phone that you took on that day throughout the years. And if you do this every day, by the end of the year, you will have gone through all of your photos. Now, do I miss days? Of course I do. It's okay. I think this is something I'm going to be consistently doing because it's constantly purging, because I'm constantly taking photos. So it's fine if you've missed some days, but if you do it relatively often, you're going to keep control of all of those photos in your phone. And if you're new around here, my name is Bobby. My focus of my channel is very much for women who are over 50s. I talk a lot about beauty products. I'm on a weight loss journey, and we talk about home and organization and just life over 50. Okay, emails. I don't know about you, but if it starts getting down to like 20 plus emails, I totally forget about all the ones that are the ones I can't see. A couple things have really helped me. I'm going to be using Gmail, but I'm sure the same concepts will happen if you're using a different kind of email program. Welcome to my studio. Right now my emails are actually not that bad. I only have 12, but there are times I get up to 40 plus when I'm just lackadaisical on my emails. One thing that helps greatly is to organize them into different folders. Now in Gmail, there aren't actual folders, but they are called labels. And labels are just a way of kind of just tagging it or labeling an email so that you have it categorized so you can process it when you have time. First, let me show you the concept of labeling them, and then we'll go into creating them. So as emails come in, sometimes I can just go ahead and delete it, and sometimes I need to actually put it someplace. I'm going to go through these emails that I have right now, and I'm just going to process them so you kind of get the idea. So first, this is an email my husband sent me about something I might want to look at. So I'm actually going to put this in important to do because it's something I need to deal with later. So now that email is in important to do. I'm going to click right there on important to do, and you can see that's where the email is. Now it's out of my inbox. Amazon is one of those things that I never keep. Amazon sends you an email when you've placed an order, an email when your order has shipped, an email when you've received your order, and then all the advertisements in between. Now you could shut all that off. I choose to keep it only because I want to know when those things happen, but I don't necessarily need to keep the email permanently. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I can always go back to my Amazon account and find out any information about any order. I don't need to keep their emails. So this is an email from Ulta saying that I have an order coming in. I'm going to actually take this, and I have a label here called ordered, not received. It's highlighted right now. I'm going to put that in that folder. So now that email is out of my inbox, but it's in, I'm going to go to ordered, not received. It's right here. That's where that is. I put the email in when I order it, and then if I get another email saying the tracking number, I will put that in there as well. I keep these emails in this folder until I've actually received the product and I know I want to keep it. In other words, I'm not going to return it. This is from Laura Geller telling me that I have 5,056 points. I'm not even sure what that means, but I think it's a credit. So I have another label here called credits online. So this is just something I can go back. I'm going to put it under credits online. And if I go there, there's my email I just put in. I have one from Lane Bryant, I have some Sephora, and I have one that's a gift card. So these are just things that I know I have. So the next time I place an order at these places, I can go ahead and come to this email. So now my inbox is to 0. You can see I have these sectioned off. I've talked about a few, the credits, online, important to do, ordered, not received. This is personal receipts to keep. This is time will tell. Time will tell is actually a phrase that I got from Dawn the Minimal Mom. I really liked the thought. And it's just, I don't know, I might want to keep it. It could be a reference. It could be something that I might want to do someday. It's not important. It's not something I have to take care of. So I've got some emails in there. Then I've got waiting for a reply. So sometimes I will email somebody and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. And I don't necessarily want it in my inbox looking at me constantly. And it's something I have to process in my brain every time I go to my email. Then I can go to waiting for a reply. And this is something that I check consistently. Let's go to this Laura Geller order. So I want to add an additional label to it. This is very easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and click on Laura Geller. Click on that little box, and I'm going to go up to these little 3 dots. And I'm going to go to label, and I'm going to drag it over to here. I'm going to go up, and it says online receipts, and now I can add that label as well. So now when I look up here at my email, look where it tells me. It says it's ordered, not received, and it's in 2024 online receipts. So I have it in 2 different label places. In other words, the email is in 2 locations, and you can put them in as many labels as you want. Now, one of the criticisms that I hear of people when they get worried and they see, okay, now I have nothing in my inbox, I'll forget about it. It's just part of training yourself to look at the ones that are important. So what do I look at daily? Obviously important to do. I'm going to look at this daily. I'm going to look at this a couple times a day if it's a big thing. Ordered, not received. I can look at that when I need to, when I'm thinking about it, but it's not like I have to check it constantly. Personal receipts, I don't need to. Time will tell. I can look at it periodically. Waiting for a reply, I'm going to look at that daily. In fact, maybe a couple times a day if it's pretty long. My receipts, I don't need to. And the rest of this, I don't necessarily need to check consistently. So this is how I keep my inbox to 0 as much as I possibly can. Now let me show you how to create a label. It's very simple. Right here is the labels. We're going to press the little plus sign and you'll see, please enter a new label name. I'm just going to go ahead and name it testing 1, 2, 3. One thing I'm going to add is at the beginning of this, I'm going to add an asterisk. The reason I do that is Google is going to organize these alphabetically, and I want this to be at the top. I want certain ones to be where I'm going to look at it all the time. So adding an asterisk in the beginning, we'll go ahead and do that and create it. And you can see it's right here, testing 1, 2, 3. So now I have a new label. It's that easy. If I want to delete the label, I do the 3 little asterisks and I can say remove label. And it's gone. When do you get your best thoughts? For me, it is when I am in the shower or when I am driving. I come up with the best ideas, things to add to my to-do list, things that I need to buy, all the things. And it's at that moment, I can't write it down because I'm in the shower or I'm driving. So here is my trick. I text myself. So I wanted to show you how to do this and how you can use it. First, you're going to go to your contacts and you're going to go to all contacts, so press on that, and you're going to press at the plus sign way at the top and it's going to be a new contact. Now you can name yourself anything you want. I named my real one, is called YouTube Babe. I made it a long time ago, but I'm going to name it something different just for this instance. I'm going to just name it in the last name and it's going to be me because I want it to organize it by my last name. And I'm going to go down to add phone and I'm going to go ahead and put in my phone number. Now I'm not going to do it here just because I've already done this, but I would put in my phone number and I would say done. Now it's in my contacts. You can go out of contacts. This is how it works. You use Siri. I'm in the shower and I have a brilliant idea or something that I need to remember. So I just say, hey Siri, text YouTube Babe.
What would you like to say?
Tell Rachel that she is beautiful.
Do you want to change it or send it?
Send.
Done.
Okay, so it just texted me. So let's go back and look. I now have a text. I'm going to push on my text and it'll say YouTube Babe at the top. And it'll actually text me twice. First because I'm texting it, I'm the one texting it, and it's coming in as a text. It doesn't matter, you just see it twice. And it's reminding me there. What I usually do is I do not click on these until I can actually do something with it. So I want to be reminded that I actually have a text that I have not read. But that's such an easy way to remind yourself. I've gone and done whole paragraphs of just things that I want to remember, and I just keep doing it. And then when I get to a point where I can now process these, I can put them on my to-do list, or I can put it in an email, or whatever it is that I'm going to do with it. It now sits in my texts. I also have a video showing how I use this grocery list and how I share it with my entire family. And that's part of this video. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'm going to link it right there. I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.